Greater Good Radio. Connect, learn, heal, and grow.
My dad had stomach cancer, which is what his mother died of too. And he was living on Kauai. He had sailed into Port Allen one day on a fishing boat and never left Kauai, fell in love with Kauai. And so this big island boy made his home in Kauai. I have 4 siblings that were born there. And he just loved Hanapepe and that town and the community there. And he stayed there. But he called me over the holidays and he was like, I keep throwing up. I can't eat. And I'm like, you have to go to the doctors. Well, common in Hawaiian families is that adults don't really go to the doctor. And he's like, I don't know, and he's like, but I can't eat. And so we flew up there, Dwayne and I, my husband and I flew up there, and we took him to the emergency room. And of course, one of the emergency room doctors was a surfer that Dwayne had surfed with his daughter. And, he had also moved to Kauai and loved Kauai. But he was the one that originally found the spots on my dad's stomach. That was cancer. So we brought him over to Oahu to see a specialist. Her first question was and I remember this so clearly because I was so taken aback. Are you pure Hawaiian? And he said, yes. And then just a look on her face, it just kind of dropped, And I could tell then we were in the transition, that there wasn't anything they were going to do, that because of who he was, probably not going to be able to fight.
What did pure Hawaiian have to do with it?
I don't know exactly medically what it has to do with it, but it's interesting.
Was it a Hawaiian lady asking?
No, it was an Asian lady, but that, her clients that were Hawaiian hardly recovered from this type of cancer. And so I'm sure there's a medical reason why. But at that point, Dwayne and I decided to take him home to Haula. And because we had a place there that looked over the ocean, so you could see the ocean and just make him comfortable and invite the family over. So we did that. And it was a beautiful time. It was a beautiful transition. He came to his last nakamakai, which is our ocean clinic, and at Kahana Bay, and was sewing fishing nets with the kids there, 4 days before he passed. But my most memorable experience of that time, aside from everyone coming together and just being together, was the moon the night he passed. And it was a Hilo moon, which is the full moon. And it just came and it was right in the window. It was kind of early for the moon to be there, but his bed was facing the ocean. And we know that, fishermen use the moon. The moon's an important part of fishing. And it was just huge and brilliant and bright. And it was so beautiful, And it was the moon came to get him. And all of my siblings were there or on their way there. A couple from Kauai were flying in. But I said, everybody's coming. Your brothers and everybody's here. I said, it's your turn to make magic. And he took his last breath and he left with our ancestors, I know for sure. And yeah, it was just, I feel so privileged to have had that opportunity to care for him in that way and to have had that experience. Yeah.
That's beautiful. If you resonate with Greater Good Radio, please join our community at www.greatergoodradio.com, where you can get access to exclusive content and offerings. Hope to see you soon.